Hey, how's everybody today? Happy Mother's Day, all the mamas in the house. How you doing? We're going to get it started. So many questions. Oh, what's up, Nene? So many questions for L. You know, I've been a, big follower for a while, so we're going to get to talking. All right. How's everybody today? Yes, happy Mother's Day. Hey, all you single mamas. You know, my mama was a single mama, so I know how that go. What's up, Rose, darling? Mona Lisa, how you doing? What's up, Jessica? Team DeBarge, thank you so much for the support. You know, we on the same page with L, so there ain't no problems. I got so much to ask, you know, all these years. Miss Wags, what's up? Let me see if we get L on here. Go ahead and send me that request, L. I'm good. I'm really good today. Shoot, I got El DeBarge. Mama's good. El, you on there, send me a request for the video. I can do it to you. Either way, we'll work it out. Or you got the second vaccine shot. Okay. I see you, Michigan. Maya, okay. You've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it. Taylor May. I love Canada too. Let me see if I can get L on a request. Is he on there? What's up, Tiffany? How you doing? Las Vegas. Oh, the Bronx. I see you. The Edwin's in the house. Chi-Town, what's happening? I just had Donnell Jones on here a while ago. I see you, Chicago. You see, I got my Chicago thing going on right here, though. No. All right, L's trying to join, so we're going to see what's happening. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to send him another request. Milwaukee. Oh, Bobby and L. We're going to talk about the falsettos and the tenors and all that. L trying to log in right now, so we're going to see what happens. Chicago, what's happening? He's trying to log in, so we're going to see. Niagara Falls, okay. Mona Lisa, thank you. Nation, what's going on? Buffalo, I see you. Oh, Chi-Town all day. Flavor. Oh, y'all got to thank L for this because we've been going back and forth. And what's up, Karina? Sacktown. Oh, my mama used to live in Orangevale, Ohio. Woo, Dayton. Hey. The funk in Ohio, though. Midnight Star, right? Who else over there? Ohio players. So L's trying to join, but he's having problems probably with the Wi-Fi. We'll keep on talking. Alabama. I need to get to Alabama. Florida. I need to go to Florida so I can go to Disney World. And Miami. I love Miami. I think I love Miami too much. You know, Miami to me was like if Las Vegas had a beach. Downey, that's close. I see you, Cal, the OJs. Man, everybody came out there. Zapp and Roger, right? Yeah. You know, Zapp and Roger was the first group I DJ'd for in '83. That was the first concert I DJ'd for, was a Zapp and Roger concert. Orangevale. I see Philly. Woo! United by Nature, right? No, that's Jersey, right? Okay. Got that a little twisted. Yeah, Zapp and Roger was my first concert I DJ'd for in '83. I was nervous. Ooh, JScratch was shaking like bacon. Detroit. All right, let's see. I think we got him. Oh, the first concert you saw, Daddy? That's what's up. New Jersey.
Yeah. Hey, man. I know. Hey.
Hey, you there, L?
I'm here.
Let me see. You got it.
I was kept pushing the wrong button. It was sending me somewhere. Can you see me? Can you see me? No, not yet. Let me turn this thing around.
Yeah, you got
You got the floor, didn't you?
I'm looking.
You had the floor just now. There you go. There you go.
I was looking at the ceiling.
Yeah. You was looking at the ceiling or the wall or something like that. How you doing, my brother? Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. You go see your mama today at all, or where's she at?
Yeah, I'm going to see my mother after we do this.
Okay.
Because, when I get with my mom, she wants to spend all the time. So I had to get everything else out of the way.
Yeah, that's because my mom actually waiting in the living room, so ready to take her out. So
yeah, okay. I heard that. Yeah. Hey, so we're going to go, what we're going to do, like about a half hour or something like that?
Yeah, whatever you want. We can do 30 minutes. Obviously I got 30 years of questions, but we're going to cut them real short, though, okay?
Okay, well, whatever we can do in 30 minutes, we'll have to do it again sometime because that's not enough time. You know what I
mean? No doubt about it.
We'll have to do it again sometime. We had planned on doing something anyway, but before this Mother's Day thing.
We catch up with it. Everybody's hyped about the Mother's Day thing and everything. So I was like I had all these footnotes, that I was always used to think about. Oh, when I ever interview L, I'm gonna ask him this. I'm gonna ask him this because I was always influenced, when Bobby came out and Bobby then you came out. I didn't even know, when I was kind of putting my footnotes together, I didn't even know that you was involved with I Call Your Name.
Oh, yeah. Well, I played piano on that.
Yeah.
And I sung some backgrounds with him a little bit.
Yeah, how was that? That would have been like your first recording, right? To be honest.
Yeah, well, actually, the story behind that is I was in Grand Rapids. I was the last one to come out here of the DeBarge siblings that were in the group, that is, other than James. But anyway, Bobby tricked me into coming out here to California because I didn't really want to be in the group. I was like, I was always a shy guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he said, well, okay, I'll tell you what, Al, I need you to come out here and help me on my second Switch album. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll do that. Because I was, Bobby's like my mentor. I was always ready, willing, and able to do anything he wanted me to do to help him.
Okay.
But I just couldn't seem to get the courage to want to be in the group. It was his idea to even start the group, DeBarge.
Okay.
So I came out here thinking I was going to help him with the I Call Your Name song.
Right.
Next thing I know, he talked me into an audition for Motown and went on from there and there and there. And the rest is history.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, I was like, okay, I thought I knew everything, but I didn't know that one. I remember when I first bought that record at, it was like a Thrifty.
It was where? It was where?
It was like at Thrifty. That was, yeah. Because remember the Thrifty, I don't know if you know, but out here in Cali, we had the Thrifty's ice cream. It was 25 cents.
Yeah.
And then I used to.
Yeah, of course.
So I used to go buy a couple of records. I was like, ooh, they're going to switch one. And that was it for me,
So I was giggling because, wow, look how long it's been since we've had. Remember the mom and pop record stores?
Oh, yeah, come on. We got tons of them out here.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
They used to be popping, man.
yeah, that was the best place to be. I'd be like 4 or 5 hours in there, you know, 4 or 5 hours,
Wow.
just looking for records. Um, the story that I always enjoyed, but I always wanted you to tell it, was the one about "Love Me in a Special Way." Weren't you writing that on the way to Mr. Gordy's house?
Well, I was on my way to, I had a couple of places I needed to go. I was on my way to Mr. Gordy's house, but I needed to stop by Billy Preston's
Okay.
house first to pick up James and Chico and Randy because they were over there. And I was on the Ventura Freeway, it sure was, stuck in all of that traffic, man, for hours.
Right.
So, I turned that energy, the road rage, I turned the road rage energy into some love, you know.
Oh, there it goes.
I just don't happen to have my girlfriend with me, my piano.
Right. I know. Well, my turntables are mine, so I know that story real quick. I didn't even know you had a
Yeah.
piano. I was like, wait a minute, where that coming from? You got me on
Oh
that.
yeah, I know. I keep a piano with me, man.
Right.
That's one thing my brother Bobby taught me. He said, keep music with you everywhere you go.
How much? I mean, I know the inspiration. You and Bobby is real close and stuff. I mean, just the involvement with that, was that like maybe just, man? How do you explain something like that? Having a sibling that great and being great yourself. I mean, how do you put that in? In any kind of words?
Well, I don't know, except to say that I'm eternally grateful to even be the same bloodline as my brother Bobby. He was not only a genius, but he was a gentle spirit. He knew how to lead and how to develop the gift that was in you, and he did a great job. I said with all of my siblings, helping to develop us and give us the confidence that we needed, in ourselves. So I'm just grateful, man, and especially grateful to God for doing it, for finding us, having us find ourselves with such great musical gifts, man, that we can give love to the world with the voice of our music.
Right. Yeah, that's incredible. I always liked how Bobby had those acapella songs like "You and I" and "A Dream,"
Yeah.
and then you came out. And the one got me when you did "You Are My Dream," but the one on your
Yeah.
last album, what was that? Man, that made me cry for nothing. Oh, "The Other Side."
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
What do you think about that?
man, let me tell you something. When when you have nobody, when you're not involved and you just hear that song, you're just emotionally about it and sad, but you don't know why, because the essence of that song is just wow. The words, I mean, dangerous liaisons. I'm like, man, where did that all come from?
Wow. From the depths of my soul, that's where it came. I think it speaks the sentiments of a lot of people's heart. That song, "The Other Side." Uh, for those of us who've lost loved ones and we still feel their presence at times, uh, and especially if you feel like they left you much too soon, but you have the legacy and the memory and the wisdom there in spirit. And so you still feel like they're kind of with you at the same time. And you know what? Especially, I want to say this too, which brings me to remembrance. All of the mothers out there, people have lost their mothers. Some of them have lost it to even COVID. You know, man, my heart goes out to everybody out there, man, who's lost their mom and wish she was here on Mother's Day. You know, but at the same time, giving honor to all the women out there who are not mothers biologically, but in a way they are our mothers.
Sure.
Sure, everyone has a woman in their life somewhere close by
Of course.
that gives you the care. Women are like that. The feminine power that they have, man. It's great, and they mother us anyway. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, I mean, I went to this COVID thing was really, uh, some things. I actually had to go to a couple of funerals on Zoom for my boys' mamas, and that was just, man,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I started getting deep. I actually got it myself and was in the hospital. I had it for 6 weeks, respirator and everything, the COVID. And when you at that time, when there's times in your life when you're like, man, I don't know if this is gonna get through. You think about things differently after stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I know you've had yours, and we've all had ours. But at the end of the day, once God was good and let me get pushed through that, I was just like, okay, all right. You just take things in different perspectives. After
Yeah.
things like that. So seeing my boys' mamas pass away because of that, yeah, that was you know, yeah, it was just crazy. So
Wow.
God bless, everybody, because to me, my mamas were like closest thing you won't get to God till you get to God. Right?
Well said. Well said.
Don't say that.
I mean, they're talking about unconditional love, man.
Right, right. So
Wow.
I tell people that. So I want you to run me through a couple of songs that I enjoy, and I'm sure the listeners do, and maybe some backstories if you got them. Take me through Time Will Reveal, because that's when I started my radio career. So the radio station I'm on now, I've been on it for since 82, 83. This has been my
Oh,
career.
really?
Yeah, so I've been supporting you since, and your family, since day one practically. So, yeah, take me through Time Will Reveal.
Time to reveal. Okay, I was 15 years old when I wrote Time to Reveal.
Okay.
Um, I usually just would like sit down in a room full of people or be at the park or somewhere and just feeling people's vibes. Um, I've always had this ability to just sense what people are going through,
Right.
uh, emotionally at least.
Okay.
And I would sit down and just write about it. I wish I had had that experience myself, that time of reveal experience,
Right.
more precious than silver and diamond rings.
Right.
But um, I was more so writing it for the world because I could sense that that's what people were really wanting to experience in their relationships and the give and receive of love. So I was 15 years old when I wrote that. I didn't think it was really, I thought it was corny. Tell people this all the time. I really did. It was my brother Chico that convinced me to record it when I came out to Los Angeles. So that was like about 6 years later. Chico said, "El, man, are you kidding me? That is not corny." He said, "Man, people need to hear that." I'm
Right.
like, "Man, that's corny. Nobody want to hear that."
That was a jam.
I mean, I sincerely thought it was corny. I was like, well, I was molded when it was in the top 10, number one,
Man, blew up. Uh,
somewhere around there.
right, right. So take me through All This Love.
All this love. Um, my brother Randy,
Yeah.
uh, he's another kind of inspiration for me. Um, you ever had a person that you could just like be around, just sit next to, and then their very presence just inspires you because of their spirit? Randy's got such a cool vibe and such a gentle spirit, man. It just makes you happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You've been around somebody like that?
I
They don't even have to say a word. They just make you happy.
I mean, I practically met everybody but you, and they were all nice to me. Even Bobby. I had met Bobby one time. Came to the club when they was out in the valley. Bobby came by because I used to play like a Switch and El DeBarge song at the end of the night. Okay, that was my night. So what's up? Greg Williams had came by, and I guess it caught word or whatever. And then there I am playing Never Be, and Bobby sitting there down there, and
Oh, really?
they was everybody was nice to me, and yeah, they're
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah. Everybody in Swiss, they're very much people persons. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Very personable, easy to get along with. My whole family's like that, really. And and all this love, that just came about just from me vibing with Randy, and I just started playing the chords,
Hmm.
just out of nowhere. And Randy said, "That's love, man. That's love. That sounds like love." So the words just came. The words just. I mean, every now and then I write a song where I just don't stop from the beginning to the end. It just flows. So sometimes you have to get back to a song later and finish it off. But this was one of those songs that just from the beginning to the end, Wrote it right there.
And that was it.
So that,
Nice.
yeah.
That's what's up. And then you know everybody's gonna ask me about I like. Of course, of course.
I like it.
Of course. I remember I was at the
Yeah.
beat you came out with quick on that one, man. And I was just like, yeah, that's it. That's
Oh yeah, the live thing we did, right?
yeah, that's hot. I was there for that one. That was banging. Yeah.
Yeah, man. A lot of people. That was man. I was nervous, man. I was so nervous because it was my first performance with Quick
Oh,
and Sugar Free, and that whole crowd. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah.
And I was like, wow. I said, this is a hardcore crowd out here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to please them, right?
Hey,
Man, they got right into it, and I was like, oh, okay.
oh,
Then I got my mojo. I was like, ah, hey.
I mean, it can't be any rougher. The Apollo. I see you at the Apollo, so I know that. I know that crowd.
Wow.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you remember the days when they used to I'm talking about the really, really, really old days where they used to well, we're not that old, we weren't there, but you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
When they used to really pull people off the stage, man, at the Apollo. I mean, when they started doing it during our time, that was polite compared to the way they used to do it back in what I heard they used to do it back in the day.
Yeah, they were a little more
Wow.
rough. Right.
They was real hardcore then, man. It's like you had to really come with it or you was gonna get booed, bang, bang, and everything.
So,
Yeah.
so what was the process of I like?
I like it. Randy again. He was sitting down playing the bass and over and over and over and over and
Okay.
over again. He kept saying,
Yeah.
"Ooh, and I like it. Ooh, and I like it. Ooh, and I like it." So I was like, "Oh my goodness, Randy, if you say that one more time," he was just so repetitious. I was like, "Okay, Randy." I said on the piano, I said, "Let's make a song out of this, so we can get off this one part."
Okay.
And that's really, honestly, that's how the song came about.
Okay, that's dope. Okay. Another thing I was always I'd go, hey, one time when I talked to L, I'm like, hey, can I get the lyrics to L's interlude one? Cause I be making up my own L's interlude. So you know,
Oh my goodness.
hey, I just like, okay, it sounds good. I'm just gonna say that was the part. So when you get a chance, if you remember them, you gotta email me the L's interlude one lyrics, man. So I know I'm singing them right.
Okay, well, okay, I'll do that. I'll do that.
So
But I think whatever you come up with, you'll be right.
okay, yeah, hey, you know, when she in love, it sound all good. It don't matter. You know,
But some of the lyrics you can kind of, I think you can make out some of them, but I know that a lot of them are under my under my
right,
breath. You know,
right.
it was a vibe, man. It was just it's a vibe.
Yeah,
That was the first day I met Quick. We went right from the club straight to his house where he had a studio, just like him. We just vibe.
you know, the cut.
And DJ Quick, man, he's to me he's still an unsung
Yeah,
um, hero in the music industry.
of course.
He's so talented, man.
Uh,
He's just so talented, man. I mean, he came and got me from a psychological and emotional rut that I was in,
mhm.
and pulled me out of it, put me back in the studio, gave me my confidence back, hung in there with me through thick and thin,
Right.
and I got to give him his props for that. You know what I'm saying?
He's an incredible, great guy. I've had him on my show before. He never said no to come to the station. I remember when I was talking to him too. Speaking of L's interlude, we started getting into Marvin Gaye, and if I'm not mistaken, when you did L's interlude, did you do the Marvin Gaye lay on the couch with a pillow? What? He said you hugged the mic like a wolf.
I was laying on the floor, and he's like, "Man, get up off the floor." I was laying on my back on the floor. "Man, get up off the floor, man." So I laid on this. It was like a little, what do you call it? Like a two-seater couch. It
Right,
was
right.
real small. And then I ended up standing up in the microphone finally.
Okay, okay.
Did Quick tell you that?
He told
Quick told you
that.
about.
He told because we start getting into it, you know. We start getting into
Wow.
music. You know, I'm a music head, so he was like, "Oh man, I remember one time, L got down." So I didn't know about seeing Marvin doing that. Then I go on YouTube and I saw how Marvin was in rehearsal, laying on the
Yeah,
couch singing "I Want You." I'm like,
you sure?
wow.
I got to tell you, that's for me having done that. That's not easy. It's not easy to sing like that. I think your wind and your diaphragm, it goes somewhere else, and you have to really If you want to test yourself and see if you still got it,
Yeah.
do that.
Stay on the floor and sing, especially.
Just lay on your back, lay that way in that direction on anything, man.
Right, right.
It'll let you know if you authentic or not. You can't do it. I don't think auto-tune could fix that.
No, it can't. Not at all. I mean, I don't think I've seen anybody do that other than hearing about you, Marvin, and I mean, I saw Mr. Reverend Al Green, and he sat down and sang, and he sounded great. You know, he sounded great. So
He is great.
yeah,
He is great.
yeah, he did such an incredible job. See, I knew that story. I was like, I'm gonna ask him about that because that quick interview was right when that record came out. I don't know what that album was, Balance or Options or something like that. So I was like,
It was before Balance of Options.
was it?
Balance of Options, that's the one my brother James sung on.
Oh, okay.
Rhythmalism.
Right, that's
Thank you.
where Hand in Hand came out, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the one that Handy was on.
Okay, got you.
You got the same album.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
When you was on the Luther tour, because I went to that, you have like, and I got a story about that one. When you was on the Luther tour, was there any memorable moment that sticks in your head? Because I know you got a million of them, and every time I ask an artist, they're like, "Oh man, can you pick one or just a memorable moment being on the road that you're just like, wow, that was pretty incredible."
Let me pick one. Let's see. Well, let me see. Other than how many times we got fined for being on stage late. I mean, when Luther was he was like a father brother figure to us. He took us in right away and taught us the ropes, but he didn't do it easy. He didn't make it easy on us. He told us, he said, you can't be the stage late. You got to be there on time. And we was like 1 minute late getting on stage on time, and we got docked $7,000 1 minute late. So then we decided to make up for it and get off stage late. So we gonna make up for it, which was the wrong thing to do.
Right.
So we stayed on stage too long as well. Another $7,000. But he was trying to teach us a lesson, and we still didn't really learn it because when we got to Radio City Music Hall, we were on stage late there, and everybody knows you don't do that.
Nah.
We were on stage late there, and we got $30,000 for being on stage.
Hey, that's like NBA fines. What's wrong? God, 30,000.
Yeah, we was like, ouch, 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 ouch.
I
But
went.
you wanted a funny story. Oh, you just said memorable. I think that's somebody was
Tell me,
going to
go ahead. Go ahead. We got a couple minutes. If you're looking at that 30 minutes, oh, go ahead. Tell me a funny story. I gotta hear this one.
Okay. The first time this happened many times after this first time too. But my brother Marty, I was on stage singing "Time to Reveal,"
Okay.
and I felt this wind behind me, all around me. You know how you could just feel somebody in back of you? You say, I feel like somebody's staring at me, right? You turn around and you see everybody going like this, looking away. You say, I knew somebody was staring at me. You could just feel it, right? Scratch, check this out. I felt something, man, with the thousands and thousands of people in the theater. Still, I said, somebody's like. So I turned around and looked while I was on stage performing, and my brother Marty's doing cartwheels, kicking his legs up in the air. I mean, like doing karate stuff with a microphone in his hand, turning flips. He's real athletic, man. He's one of the best athletes in our family. Well, I looked at him, I said, are you serious? And it wasn't a fast one, it was Time to Reveal. And then I looked at James and Bunny and Randy. They were back there. They had this embarrassed look on their face. They were singing background, but they were like this here. I know just how you feel. Now I just went with it. I said, what can I do? You know what I mean?
Hold up. I'm just picturing it right now.
Picture that, right?
Cartwheels and Time to Reveal. I like, hey, it couldn't have been You Wear Well or Rhythm of the Night.
No.
Right.
Right. And people in the front row, you could tell they had seen it, but they were just trying to look past it because the looks on their face was like, I was like, okay.
trying to.
For the rest of the show, I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait till this is over with.
um, were you pretty? I mean, you know, every time I perform or DJ, there's always some kind of butterflies. How was it? You know, doing the Motown? Was that the Motown 25 coming out with everybody? Was that a little nerve wracking or?
No, no, not really. It was, well, it may have been, but by that time I was so used to that,
That's what I
I
thought.
couldn't tell.
That's what I
I
thought.
couldn't tell. But it was great to be around all the icons, the Four Tops, Diana Ross, Marvin Gaye, Junior Walker, and the All Stars,
Yeah.
the Jacksons,
Mike.
everybody, man, that was there. It was just great. That energy was incredible that was in that building. I mean, we could have shook the world's foundation
Oh yeah.
on that night. That energy that was in there from everybody. Wow,
That was,
amazing.
yeah, that was incredible. I mean, I've seen it over and over and over. I can't. It's just there's just something about. If you haven't seen the Motown 25, you need to go check that out. Another question. So when when your first album came out, I was always wanted to ask you this. When the first album was the DeBarges at What's Your Name, Share My
Hmm.
World, Queen of My Heart. So what Bobby at the end of Queen of My Heart, I always thought it was you for a hot minute, right? That's Bobby getting that.
It was me. What are you talking about?
No, no, because I heard you say,
No, it wasn't me. I'm just kidding. I'm just
no,
kidding.
no, like, wait a minute, because I know, hey, it's hard to tell sometimes if you're not in it, you know. So, um, why did the tracks get redone on the Time of Reveal, the Queen of My Heart and Share My World? Why'd you carry them over?
Well, Motown had this deadline thing that they were, I would say, obsessed with,
Okay.
because I mean, on budget, meet the deadline, and they were so serious about that. Well, people's albums were getting canceled because it wasn't finished on time, and that's all I needed was for the Indispensable album to be canceled. So, but it wasn't finished. We needed two more songs, because that was also another thing that they insisted that you have enough tracks, at least eight, you know. Um, so that's what I did. I said, okay, let me see if I can save this and borrow, because we didn't have enough time. What I'm saying is we didn't have enough time to actually go back in the studio and record fresh songs from the start, and the budget was running out too. So I said, okay, let me just grab two songs from a prior album, because that album didn't really sell that well. The first album, it later on it did, once we got known. So I didn't think anybody would notice if I borrowed songs from that. So that's what the purpose was.
Nobody noticed but JScratch, right?
And a few others. Hopefully we got more.
Hell, yeah, I noticed. I was just,
Well, they're gonna know now. We just told on ourselves.
yeah, you gotta get that. I remember when the first single was coming out and stuff. Was that more like the record company not pushing it, because I thought that What's Your Name was nice.
um, it was more so. Yeah, well, I think they didn't know what to do. See, our sound was very different. It was very different, and they wanted to know what to do with our sound and where to target it. But actually, the first album, it helped us to figure that out, and we were very fortunate that they stuck with us anyway after the first album was not a hit, because a lot of people get dropped after that happens.
Okay.
So, but Barry Gordy believed in us, and he said, "No, we're not going to drop them. They got a sound. We just have to figure it out." So they did. We figured it out.
Yeah, yeah, that I enjoyed that album. It's nice and warm and everything. But the tracks that were on Done Over and stuff, they just sounded fuller. I didn't really notice a big difference. They just had a different atmosphere on the track, you know. So,
All right, quit telling on me, Scratch. All right.
oh man, I'm not doing that. You know, it's all love over here. Um,
I know.
one more thing, because I know we on the 30-minute mark and we got our mamas. So,
Yeah, I got to see Mama.
okay, so what was that album you did with Babyface? That was the Heart and Mind, right?
Yep, Heart, Mind, and Soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it was 20 years later, you came out with Second Chance, came back like a GOAT, no problem. You got a Grammy off of that and something, right? I saw you perform that at the Grammys, am I correct? Second Chance. Okay.
Yeah. You want to know when the next album's coming out, don't you?
Well, I'm going to ask you that too. But this is what I'm saying. Was there, when you had them 25 years and just came back like, you know, you just sitting there going, you know, I remember someone Prince said, and this reminded me when you came out with that album, they had asked Prince, you know, how come sometimes you have hits, top 40s, sometimes you don't, sometimes you do? And Prince said, you know what? I make hits when I want to make hits. I'm like, damn, okay. And I was like, so here you come.
Well said.
Here you come, 25 years. You come out with Second Chance, incredible album. That was what, 2010, your BET Awards thing. I must have played that 100 times because it was just incredible comeback. So, you know, God bless you on that one. That was phenomenal. I always compared the Second Chance album as like a maturity album for you, like it was a growth album, like Prince's Sign of the Times. When Prince came out with The Door, when Prince came out with The Door, to me that was Prince, like a mature point for me. I was like, oh, he done grown, or I don't know how to put it. Do you feel Second Chance is kind of that album?
Yeah, I feel like Second Chance is that, and also the setup for, I think the best is yet to come still. I got a lot of love, a lot of life in me, a lot of music in me. I stay in the studio. I have a lot of songs. I got something coming at you soon too. Really, really, really soon. Sooner than I can think. That soon. But yeah, Second Chance was that, and it's just, like I said, the setup for all of this. I was so fortunate, man, and I'm forever grateful that the fans embraced me like they did. I can't say that enough. When I came out with the Second Chance CD, and they just embraced me and have been ever since. You know, and I gotta, to all my fans out there, I love you. You know that. Yes. But I just want to say it again.
Yeah, man. You know, love you, and we support you, and we all about, you know, good things. Yes, so we're gonna be looking out for that. Probably West. I always see you in the Midwest doing things. You ever gonna come out to Cali and do some shows, man? You meet me.
No. I'm in Cali.
Okay, but you gonna you gonna do shows out here?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some shows out here. I've got some scheduled. Well, actually, everything's been postponed, so I can't say it yet because of the COVID thing. Yeah. So I had something in Cali. We're gonna have to reschedule them. Let's put it that way.
Well,
sure, man. This is my joint, LA. I love LA. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know you do. I mean, I see you out, but I ain't going up to people. What's up, L? You don't know me. I'm like, oh, he personal life. Let him have it. I said one day.
Hey, put it this way: if anything ever happens to LA, no sense of even living on Earth, man.
And
that's what I feel about LA.
You know, I've been around. I've been around the world, but not like you. And there is nothing like LA. Maybe by Miami, but there ain't nothing like LA. Definitely.
Oh, I know why you said Miami. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, Miami would be the next thing to be to LA. It's like Vegas, if Vegas has sand. That's how Miami is. All right, well, we're going to be looking out for that next album. Thank you, man, for taking your time out. Is this your first Instagram interview?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to take pride on that and be like, yeah, I got the first. Okay.
Hey, we gotta get some shout outs, man.
Yeah.
Mother's Day, you know. Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Okay, go ahead.
I have some women in my life that have been like mothers to me. Pat Perry, Adrian Cryer, Sasha Lisa Cryer, Lisa James Brown, Tracy Jordan. I don't want to leave anybody out. Well, I guess I'm going to have to leave some people. I'll be all day. But these are very, very special women in my life, and that have just loved me and cared for me like a mother would. And especially on top of all of that, well, let me say this first. Happy Mother's Day to my baby's mamas too, for sure. All of you.
There you go. Yeah, don't leave them out.
Casey, Monique, Sylvia, Melody, all of you. Thank you for going through those months of labor, bringing those special children into this world. But most of all, Mama DeBarge,
Yeah.
my queen, my beautiful black queen. Love you, Mama. Happy Mother's Day. And Mama Joe Alcorn, love you.
All right. So I'm gonna give my mom.
That took an hour.
All right.
I think I just received an award. I was like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you did that good. I thought you was looking at one of them prompters and stuff on the stage right now. That was good. All right. Yeah.
Hey, and also all of the women out there who never gave birth, thank you for being mothers to all of us in your own special way.
Sure.
And we are your children. You've helped to raise us. You know who you are.
Yeah.
If I had all your names, I would take all the time to say them, but you know who you are.
Yeah.
Love you for that.
We all got, a few of them like that. My grandma, my mom, my aunties, they've all,
Right.
supported me. But thank you so much, El. But we're going to catch up again, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell you,
Thank you, man.
Yeah, tell your mom I said happy Mama's Day. We'll talk soon, El. Thank you. I really appreciate this a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
God bless, man.
God bless you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Got some more artists coming up. Stick around. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody that was following me when El told you to follow me. I think I got like, oh, he's still there. That's all right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna close out in a second when I learn how. I gotta read the manual. I'm just kidding.